Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. I am Dan Bear Pig, and we've already got a raider in chat. I think that's it for now. Here first, and let me just send out the social media post. There we go. So as you can see, I am already hard at work here with preparations. I've got some. Uh-oh, why do I have an extra docking port on here? Let's see, undock. Get rid of that. There we go. A little more space junk. Alright, so I am working on adding some more escape pods to the station. And yeah, we're getting kind of framey here. That is alright. Let's see, let's control from here. Last time we were working on this, we left off getting some science from the surface of Minmus. There we go. And then we had accepted a contract to repair a rover on the surface of the moon. So that is going to be... yeah, it's definitely the game that's having low FPS. This game is notorious for that. My computer may be a little bit out of date, but it's not that bad. So let's go to... Actually, I need to reset the target. There we go. Towards target. And turn on the RCS, and let's get moving towards that target. There we go. Yep. So yeah, we're going to repair a rover on the surface of the moon today. That is the main goal. In the meantime, I have rescued a couple more Kerbals. I've got a new scientist and a new engineer. And so let's take a look here. This is the satellite contract we ended with last time. And now we've got Tanger, I'm not quite sure, but he is a pilot, and we have rescued him. He is aboard the station. And we also have Tizen, or Tizon, I'm not quite sure, and I might have it backwards, actually. One's a pilot, one's an engineer. One's a scientist, rather. So let's get these escape pods here. I went ahead and just jettisoned them all from the launch right off the bat. So now I need to choose a docking port. And let's go ahead and let's move this way. Why can't I? Let's change the camera angle. That's what's wrong. I have the wrong camera reference. Not a big problem. And Raider, you might be interested in this. I've been looking into some mods, and I've been trying out camera tools for the first time. And it's not quite replay mod for Kerbal Space Program, but it's as close as we're going to get. I can set up camera paths in a very similar manner to the replay mod, and we can take a look at that. In fact, there's some automated ones. It might not be great while we're in orbit, so I'll show you those when we do a launch here. So let's go ahead and get these docked. We're headed towards the station now. Just need to choose a docking port and park this thing. And we can see we've got we've got 3 landers attached to this thing at this point, plus our rescue craft. So it's going to be time to send some things home here pretty soon as well. Let's see, where do we want to park? Let's park right here. Clampetron docking port, set as target. There we go. And let's slow down. We're going pretty fast here. There we go. And we'll put our prograde vector right on that target right there. Maybe a little bit to the left and up so that we can line up. And slow down a bit again, because yeah, we're coming in a little fast there. 0.5 meters per second should be pretty good. But yeah, this, much like Minecraft, the performance is completely dependent almost on single-threaded performance. And it calculates physics on every single part, every game tick. So it can get pretty rough as far as processor power goes. So I've got an i7 6700K, which is, you know, a few generations old now, but still not bad. But it definitely gets framey pretty quick. It's the physics and not the visual mods, believe it or not, that are causing the framiness. So it can calculate, it can render the frames, no problem, but calculating what to render with the physics is what's the bottleneck here. All right, let's just line up. Like so. Just a little nudge to the right. Let's rotate a little bit so that we're not going to clip that guy. And just like this. And we've got it. Perfect. Okay, so we've got a couple more of these. They've gotten a little bit away. They've drifted a bit, so here they are. Let's switch to this one. All right. And while that loads, we've got, that makes, I think, 6 escape pods and 2 more, so we'll have 8 total that are ready to go for our Kerbals. All right, turn the RCS on, and let's catch up to this thing. And since we've unlocked those bigger RCS tanks, RCS fuel is not going to be as big a deal as it has in the past, because we have definitely struggled with it in the past. Alright, let's point this way, actually. And I'm looking at separation at approach up there on the top right in the HUD, in the Kerbal Engineer. Oh, and now we're... there we go. And that'll get us decently close. In fact, that's telling me 300 meters. That's pretty good. Alright, we're loading up the other craft. Let's make sure 300 meters is actually correct. Yeah, it's loading all of those parts now. Yeah, 300 meters. That's pretty good. Of course, we're going to be going 12 meters per second, so let's turn backwards and burn retrograde with these RCS thrusters and slow down. There we go, and that's going to get us 100 meters away. Not bad. And I feel like I'm getting pretty decent at docking to this thing. Not so rusty as I was when I started this stream series. Of course, that means this is the one that I will mess up. Alright, let's choose that docking port there, set as target, and make sure we are controlling from here. And let's slow down further. We've got those bigger RCS thrusters on the back, so that's why I'm facing away, even though I've got plenty of RCS. Alright, now we'll get in close. Turn off the RCS just to do attitude control, because we've got plenty with reaction wheels, and then I'll turn it back on. And now we've got finer control with these small thruster blocks. And I'm going to want to aim a little bit up and to the right here so that I can line up. The biggest danger when I feel confident on this is going too fast. Never want to do that. Let's go back into locked camera view again. And we are almost lined up. There we go. That's some decent alignment there. And do we have it? We've got it. Okay, perfect. That means there's just one more to go. And I love how it still says lander, even though it's not quite a lander. I guess it technically can land under parachute, so it is a lander, but that's not its general purpose. Alright, so, okay, we have Station 1 already targeted. Perfect. And let's go all the way into locked camera view right off the bat. RCS on, and let's get moving towards this target. Okay, and we're actually drifting a little bit away, so we'll be doing some corrections. The farther these drift apart, the more is necessary, of course, to correct them and get back into it. I was hoping to get all this done beforehand. It's throwing me off a little bit that I that I'm still in the middle of this and didn't do a proper hello intro. And why am I... Oh. There we go. That's why the controls were locked. Alright. Let's actually face backwards and push the retrograde marker. That way we will improve our approach and... Is it really doing it? And get a slower approach at the same time. So yeah, I feel like I'm just rambling here. But we're almost done with this section here. Yeah, let's just kill our relative velocity. This is... Oh, I'm pushing... my fingers were offset by one row of keys, that's why. So, yeah, that was no good at all. Alright, let's actually go towards the station now. Of course, we're on the dark side of Kerbal, so let's... I can't look at the target, huh? That's interesting. This has me a little concerned. Yeah, if nothing else, this is just an escape pod. It's not a very consequential craft. Yeah, and we have lots of monopropellants, so let's just burn right towards the thing, because I think this is misleading me. Let's go focus target. Back to target selection, station 1. All right. There it is right there. Yeah, I should be able to just look at it, but I guess not. There we go. Okay, yeah. I was overthinking it and getting tricked by the user interface here. Alright, let's get this thing parked, and then let's get ready to repair a rover on the surface of the moon. I didn't want to just leave these because then they drift even farther and I'd have a harder time of it later. Alright, that'll take us within 200 meters. Alright, and that was sunrise right there. That was a nice sunrise. Where's Kerbal? There we go. Alright, let's get close enough that I can choose a docking port. So I can't quite mouse over them and select them from here. Maybe I can? Ah, not quite. I thought I'd be real good at that. Alright, let's tighten the approach to about 100 meters. There we go. And come over to the left. Alright, think I can see it well enough now. There we go. Clampetron docking port set as target. And make sure we are controlling from this docking port. And let's approach a little bit from the left here. And it looks like I've selected an occupied docking port. But this one is easy to grab now. Set as target. Perfect. Alright, now we can come in for a good approach. I'm going to want to adjust a little bit downward. And slow down just a bit. 0.5 meters per second is pretty good. Whoa! Yeah, this really responds with both the RCS and the reaction wheels going at the same time. Alright, we're just about lined up. And yeah, this will give us 8, which is more than enough for the current complement of Kerbals. That was some unintentional alliteration right there. Current complement of Kerbals. Slow down a little more. 0.2 meters per second, pretty decent. And have I already made contact here? Just about. And perfect. Like a professional. I feel like a professional anyway. Okay, so we've got 3 of the old escape pods left that have the bigger thruster block and don't have the probe core included. Let's see. So what we'll need for this coming mission is an engineer to do the EVA repairs on the rover. Of course, we'll need a pilot to do a good landing. And we'll need a new lander as well. So we're gonna want to deorbit these. Another thing that we want is there is science aboard this right here. Review data. We have a materials study that we have not gained the benefits of. So we should take that home. So let's take, we've got Natalia's an engineer, Marina's engineer, Philip's a pilot. Okay, here are our new ones. Tanger is a scientist, and Tyson, I'm going to say Tyson, is a pilot. And Eric is a familiar pilot. He's the one that actually did those rescue missions. But let's bring Tanger home. Let's see. Tanger is, I believe, right here. No, she is right here. So let's transfer her to here. And I've got another mod installed. You're gonna enjoy this. So, because we were having such issues with the Kerbal renamer mod, I found another one that can do a lot of those functions. And so far in testing, it hasn't given me any trouble. And I can rename Kerbals at will. Also, it takes care of crew transfers now. So if I transfer Tanger to here. You can hear her moving around the ship. Yep. So that's a thing. All right, let's go ahead and EVA her now. So she's right here, and we couldn't EVA her from here because there wasn't an accessible port, and I didn't feel like doing a big ol' shuffle. So now she's really close to here. So if I let go and turn on her jetpacks and her lights, whoop, let's get control. There we go. And let's get close to the Science Junior and retrieve the data. All right, collect data. All right, we got the material study from Minmus Great Flats, and that's going to be worth, I think, 125 science points. Let's retire another one of these older escape pods. Hey, Druge, welcome. Lurking while clearing out pearls. I can talk. I promise I can. At the Ender on the Still Alive SMP. Fantastic. I got back on the other day and was working on the geode some more. I think the paths are done, but I'm not satisfied with the path or the platform yet. But yeah, all of that is looking great, and I need to get on and take a look at that Ender and learn how to build one myself. Did you watch the Minecraft Live event today, either of you guys? I did not watch it, but I caught up on the all the news. Okay, can I get here? We're very close. Come on, you can do it. You're just a little bit low. You want to be able to grab that hatch. There we go. Board. We can just board. No? Grab. There we go. And now board. Cannot board a full module. Oh, is there someone there? Natalia is there. Okay. Let's move Natalia then. Saw the improvements on the platform. Looks great. I did not get to see the live event. I was at work. Rip. I was kind of at work. Since I'm retired, I get to choose my own work now. So besides watching the twins, I've been focusing on music. So I was practicing with my trombone quartet. All right, let's move her to here, which is a lot of fun. It is already time, in fact, it's a little bit late for working on Christmas music. So that's what we were doing. My own arrangements, in fact. So let's board now. Okay, now we can get a board, and let's undock. Which one do I need to grab for that? Let's get in closer. This one. There we go. It's really recessed in there. All right, and undock, and now we need to make sure we are controlling this craft. There we go. RCS on. I cannot use the stability assist because she is not a pilot, but that will be okay because we know that these are very aerodynamically stable and will do fine re-entering Kerbin's atmosphere. So now we need to face retrograde, which is going to be a little bit tricky without being able to do stability assist. And that's one of the reasons we're retiring these older capsules. All right, but here we go. That will work, and I can spin stabilize this a little bit. There we go. Sounds like my band is going to start getting back together. Besides the obvious COVID issues, one of our guitar players had wrist ligament damage, oof, and needed surgery. He is nearly mended back up. Oh, nice. I think I saw one of your songs on YouTube, and I've been meaning to take a look at the rest of them, because that's pretty cool. And we are... Okay, once again, I need to watch where my hands go on the keyboard. I was on the wrong row of keys and burning prograde instead of retrograde, which is not a good plan. Monday, the guys are coming over to shake off the cobwebs. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm a member of 2 orchestras, and both of them canceled a season for the coronavirus. And then one of them decided to cancel again after announcing that we were starting back up. And the other one, our director, left for a position in a different state. And so we've got a new director, and he's not very familiar with brass music, so I barely get to play anything at all. It's pretty frustrating, but I get to choose what we play completely in the trombone quartet, so that's all brass all the time. All right, I'm going to take a sip of my drink here. I'm getting a little hoarse. There we go. And yeah, we've got plenty of fuel, so that was not a big deal. I caught myself just in time burning the wrong way. And yeah, I'm sure Tanger is getting a little bit space sick here, but this is helping keep the craft stabilized. And yeah, we have a periapsis within Kerbin's atmosphere now, so we definitely will have a capture. As usual, I'm going to aim for about 35 kilometers, and then we'll see what we can get with this science. And rather than wait for the other guys to come home and then launch a new mission, I think we're going to launch a moon lander, and like we did before, we're going to refuel it at the station. Oh, we're going real low. Refuel it at the station, and so I can pick up the crew there. Drew says, I have an alto sax that I rent to own. I am not good at it, but it is fun trying something completely different than the bluesy rock drums. Yeah, it is interesting to get something different, for sure. I tend to be a fan of the very low woodwind instruments, so like the Barry sax, and I'm a huge fan of the contrabass clarinet. I love that deep, reedy sound. All right. Yeah, we are we're taking the long way here. Okay, but we're coming down, and we've got a periapsis of about 40 kilometers, which will be fine. Speed this up just a little bit more. We've seen this before. We want to get to something new here. That's what I advertised, and that's what I'm going to deliver. All right. So we're going to need to face retrograde so that our heat shield... There we go. So that our heat shield absorbs the impact of re-entry. I agree, deep low tones, very nice to my ear. Yeah, a lot of the lower registers of high instruments are underappreciated too, like trumpets. Yeah, in those low registers, trumpets have such a rich, rich tone. You lose the overtones the higher you go. But yeah, I play the bass trombone primarily, and second instrument is the tuba. And my stepdaughter is learning the tuba as well. Alright, here we go, and we're getting into the atmosphere, so we are having some assistance now from aerodynamics. And so we're going to see this thing center on the retrograde marker. Let's go ahead and use the physics warp until we get thick into the atmosphere. There we go, the camera just changed its reference. Always a little bit disorienting there. Alright, let's slow the game down a little bit so that it doesn't miss any calculations during this critical period. We just got Tanger from space. We don't want to lose her now. Alright. I wonder if there's any science that I don't have from here. Nope, there is not. Just the material science study from Minmus Great Flats. Drew says, tuba is something I've always liked. Besides the nice sound, the look of the thing wrapped around the player is really cool, or maybe I'm odd. I think you're thinking of a sousaphone, which is a variant of the tuba. So that's a marching tuba, and yeah, those are a lot of fun. I've got a real big sitting down tuba that I bought from a guy in Germany. The only thing I've ever bought from the Facebook marketplace. But the guy's a legit fantastic tuba player from Germany and had a ton of extra tubas that were just too many to keep, and so he was selling them. So we got a 100-year-old Kaiser tuba, and I absolutely love the thing. It's so fun to play. It sure does take a lot of air, though. We were going to play a Russian classical music concert that got canceled, and the end of the Russian Easter Overture by Rimsky-Korsakov, which is one of my favorites, just asked the tuba player to play these really long, loud, low notes, and I swear I would almost pass out every rehearsal. Alright, we're coming through the thick part of the atmosphere, and I can speed the game up again. And at about 2 kilometers altitude, I will deploy the parachutes. Unfortunately, we've got another night landing, but that will be alright. Tangier is just excited to have been rescued from orbit and to be coming home. And I will catch up with chat once the parachutes are deployed here. We're going to come down over the water. Alright. Deploying now. Drew is asking, are they like violins at all, where they sound better with age? Not as much. There's not as much change that happens to the brass as does to wood, or to strings. I mean, there is a break-in period. You definitely want to break the thing in, but especially if it's not taken care of. But that's true of violins as well. But pretty much, they continue to sound good. Mine has a little bit of a buzz that I need to track down, where a couple pieces of metal are vibrating against each other that shouldn't. So I need to find that and isolate it. Besides that, though, it's a nice big tuba, so it's got a nice deep resonant sound. Alright, we're at 500 meters. I can taste the science already. And 300 meters. .200 meters, and I just realized I still have the baby monitor all the way up, so I'm going to turn that down so that it doesn't interrupt us. There we go. Alright, 100 meters. And Tangier is real excited about this. Alright, let's slow this down for the splashdown. And there we go. And recover vessel. And let's see how many science points this gives us, and if we can unlock any more technology with this. Drew says, the other night I was messing with the sax, and by accident I figured out the melody of the MASH theme song. Maybe not the proper notes, but the basic melody. I was kind of happy with myself. Nice. I love noodling on instruments and just hashing out tunes. Ooh, this gives us 160 science, 160.5 to be exact, which I think is enough for another technology. So, and yep, and Tangier has advanced to level 1. Alright, so anything from this tier here we can afford now. So let's see, actuators was something we were looking at. Supersonic flight is what I think I'll get. Advanced aerodynamics, that gives us some wing parts and some rotors. Advanced landing is nice. specialized control. Yeah, I want supersonic flight specifically for these shapes of fuselages. These will open some very interesting possibilities for ship design, and in particular, the next iteration of the rescue vessel. Alright, so that is now mine. So I'll be designing something nice between streams. Meanwhile, let's see who we've got to fly this mission. Gotta go fast, supersonic fast. Yeah, and I keep threatening to do something with airplanes too. I'm terrible with planes in this game, much better with rockets, for what that's worth. But I really should do something with the airplanes. Alright, who... Oh, I need to load a ship before it'll let me see the crew roster. Let's go... yeah, Moonlander 2.0 is, I think, still the current iteration. Not like we don't already have 2 of these docked to the station or anything that I need to just send to a fiery death in the atmosphere. But yeah, this has been upgraded just a bit. So we had trouble on Minmus, where the gravity is so low that without a jetpack, which our scientists didn't have because they were deploying surface science, we couldn't accurately jump into the capsule. So I've got this deployable ladder. So that will be a huge improvement. Other than that, it's basically the same craft. So let's see who is available. No pilots, which is going to be tricky. But let's... Alright, we could send Henry, but instead, let's see, do I have... Is there any control on this thing without this person here? Oh, these guys are all aboard. No, we don't want you aboard. I think I do have... let's see, do I have a probe core hidden away in here? It doesn't look like it, actually. So I will need someone on board to control the craft. Well, dang it. Alright. It's not going to be a pilot, but that is how we do things here. Let's send one of our less experienced scientists. Let's send Judy Wallace. Tanger just came home. They deserve a break and some snacks. Alright. Let's go ahead and launch. And Raider, if you are still around, I'm gonna do a real quick test with the camera tools mod and see if I can make a very simple camera path for you. Because this is interesting stuff. There are different limitations in this game than there are to Minecraft, but similar possibilities. So I can't view the path in the same way, but let's see if I open this up. And we go from stationary camera, we want pathing. And let's do a new path. And let's call it Launch Pad Drone. And so now, so I've got keypad control, so I can move the... There we go. Maybe I don't. Let me control with the keypad, please. Let's see, what if I do it this way? New key. Okay, now I can control with the camera. So if I come out here and zoom in, let's edit key binding. So zoom in, okay, 9 and 3, cool. Except that is not doing anything. Oh, I've got auto zoom. Let's see. I do not want auto zoom. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this, but yeah, let's just do this. Let's put it right here and apply. So now we need a new key, and let's put it 15 seconds, and let's move the camera over here. And oh, I'm rotated. That's up and down. That's all right. We will put it right here. And one more key. New key. And this is going to be an interesting path. I'm going to make some paths later. And maybe make some, let's change this to 30. Maybe make some cinematics, because that would be a lot of fun. So now, if I start the path, I think I do that like this. Yep. So I can do this. And so that, in my opinion, looks pretty epic. Although the camera's doing a weird little tilt, which I'm not super fond of. But this mod has some serious possibilities, and I've seen some cool cinematics using this, and I would like to learn how to do that. Unfortunately, it can't record the game and then play back a path at a certain time the way Replay Mod does, but it is something. All right, so let's get out of that. Enough playing around with that. Let's do this launch. So we want to record altitude, acceleration, and dynamic pressure. I cannot turn on stability assist because Judy is not a pilot, but let's do full throttle. Fine control. All right, and we will launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Let's start our pitch over. And Judy is going to spend some time with this crew as they go to repair a rover. Oh, I should have given her some science experiments. That's all right. Not a big deal. I don't think I'm aggressive enough on the pitch over, but we are supersonic. And we have maximum aerodynamic pressure. And solid booster burnout and separation. All right, let's more aggressively pitch over here. Not too aggressively because we don't want to lose control of the craft. But we definitely want to get some more lateral velocity going here. We don't need this anymore. All right, we have main engine cutoff and booster separation and second engine start. Yeah, and I'm having to really take control of this thing because she cannot hold attitude. Let's go ahead and separate the fairing. There we go. And there is our lander. And while we don't want to go too crazy with the apoapsis, so I am pitching way down here. And we need to target the station. There we go. And I'm going to cut the engine when we have an apoapsis of 100 kilometers. And then we'll take a look at where we are relative to the station and plan our rendezvous. Our rendezvous. Alright, that is pretty good here. Okay, let's take a look at map view. So we are here. And the station is up there, so we probably want to catch up to it. That'll be quicker than letting it catch up to us because it's just under half an orbit away. Alright, so let's go ahead and get about a minute or so away from our apoapsis. And we will maintain an orbit around 100 kilometers. Oh, we have passed it. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Let's, uh-oh. Let's not derp this. So we're gonna have to pitch up. Andrew just asking, are you a character in the game also, or just an observer? Not particularly a character. I mean, you control the ships, you design the ships, you run the missions, but are not directly a character in the game. You can control the Kerbals individually, make them run around, take them on EVAs with a jetpack. But yeah, we can take a look, and this might not be so great here. I passed my apoapsis here. So yeah, I can't look all the way around, but this is first-person view, so kind of you're a character, but it's not quite in the same way as most games. It's not a first-person game, really. And yeah, I might need to redo this launch, because I derped that. Uh-oh. Something went flying there. Yeah. Yeah, let's try for a nominal one. I'm gonna go ahead and revert to launch for the sake of moving the stream along here. I think I'll be able to save Judy no problem, but it would mean also launching an entirely different mission to go refuel her and pick her up, and we've already done that, so it is time to get out of the Kerbal system. Alright, so let's do this again. Let's put on the flight recorder. We want altitude, acceleration, and dynamic pressure. Alright, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. And yeah, let's start our pitch over, and let's be a little more aggressive about it this time. Space may be straight up, but orbit is really fast to the side. That is better. Our vehicle is supersonic. I should be throttling down for this high dynamic pressure, but I'm not doing it this time. We have solid booster burnout and separation. There they go. And let's see, I can do this cool thing. So if I go stationary camera and auto flyby, see if this works. Target self. Yep. There we go. How cool is that? All right, we have main engine cutoff, separation, and second engine start. Oh, that was perfect. I'll pretend I planned that. Oh, that is great. Oh, that was too cool. Alright, let's go back to this view. And let's pitch down to about 15 degrees. Alright, and fairing separation. Yeah, I could get used to that mod. I'm going to have some fun with that. I need to record some serious cinematics, maybe make a cool montage video or something like that. I need to get something for both my Minecraft and my KSP streams for before the stream starts. Get a stream countdown going and have something to show, and I think that would be something perfect for it. A little montage of fun clips like that. I'll go into a sandbox mode and just record clips. And if I can get a better drone drone camera path, then that would be fun. Or a countdown to a launch. Yep, that's what I need, is one more thing to occupy my time. I'm going to turn my fan back on. Hopefully it doesn't show up in the mic. It shouldn't, but it is just too hot in here. And I don't want to open the window because it is noisy outside. Alright, this is looking a whole lot better. We're still before our apoapsis, not past it. And so yeah, we're gonna get an actual stable orbit this time. That was a real dumb derp. Judy Wallace would have made it to orbit, but it wouldn't have been an orbit that could have gotten to the station, so I'd have had to send the rescue craft after her, and it would have been pretty tedious. I'm willing to do that between streams, but we've seen that enough in stream that I'm just gonna skip that. I want to get to the moon and repair that rover. All right. Yeah, so this engine is highly efficient, but it is low power, so this part of the burn takes quite a while. But yeah, we've got about 1/3 of an orbit to make up between us and the station. Not too bad. Our inclination is not too great, so I'm going to burn a little bit to the south, I believe. Yeah. All right, let's we've got an apoapsis over 100 kilometers, so let's go ahead and warp to that apoapsis and then burn again. Meanwhile, we're just tumbling in space. There we go. Point prograde again, using the reaction wheels. And engine start. Alright, and now we have a good stable orbit. Let's go back to map view and plan our rendezvous. Okay, so we need to burn prograde until we get an intersect with the station's orbit. And here it is right here. And now we need to see how many orbits to catch up. Looks like 3 would do it pretty well. Actually, a little bit less than 3. Oh, there we go. Alright, and so if I burn later, we get, that's 180, 170. If I burn here, looks like 3.7 kilometers is as close as that will get. So now we can tweak the burn. Prograde gets us a little bit closer, but not that much. Maybe if I burn normal. Nope, anti-normal, because we're at the ascending node. There we go. And that will fix our relative inclination. And if we burn radial out, that's not better, so radial in is much better. Okay. And that gets us 700 meters away. Alright, so that's a 46 meter per second burn, and it is in 1 hour and 29 minutes, so let's time warp a bit. A little faster here. I don't want to pass it though. 30 minutes away, that's about 1 orbit. Okay, we're 1 minute away from it, and okay, cool. We're already pointing basically towards the maneuver marker on the nav ball. I'm just gonna gently stop the rotation of this craft. There we go. Alright, and let's get right up to it. This is a 5-second burn at full throttle, but we want a little bit more precision than that, so we're not going to burn at full throttle. So we'll start a little bit earlier. Right about now. And I'll carefully follow the maneuver marker on the nav ball. I still don't have any pilots who can automatically follow this yet, but there we go. That is pretty good. And so now, what does our intersect look like? 600 meters at a relative speed of 88 meters per second. That is not bad. All right, let's get closer to it. So yeah, here we are catching up to the station, coming up from below. And a couple minutes out, we will fine-tune our approach. Why do I have an escape pod still out here? Huh. Interesting. Oh, that's right. That's an older mission. Yeah, I ran out of fuel. I keep forgetting I need to go pick those guys up. There's no one on board. It's just empty escape pods. Yeah. I'll do that later. Okay, so here we go. Let's look at the target. And we need to slow down relative to the target, so let's point retrograde. And if we're slowing down relative to the target, that means we are matching its orbit. So I'll point over here and push the retrograde marker towards the target. And that will give us a closer approach at a slower speed, which is both things we want. Whoa. Yeah, the reaction wheels are good, but this is a heavy craft, so I don't want to turn on the RCS thrusters if I don't need to. I want to save that fuel. Okay, yeah, we're loading that craft here. We're 2¼ kilometers out. There we go. Significant lag spike as it loads in that craft. And yeah, we definitely need to slow down. 60 meters per second is way too fast an approach. They would never let me dock at the International Space Station. Never. Yep, and we are definitely framey again. That is a lot to load. That's another reason to ditch the landers that are docked and let them be destroyed in re-entry, is fewer parts to calculate physics on and less load on the CPU. Okay, this will take us closer than 300 meters. Yep, 62 meters. That's really close. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back and clip that that flyby shot. That was just too perfect. And Judy is having the best time. Look at her down there grinning. I want to go to space, dang it. Alright, so where do we want to dock? We can dock... Well, that's already docked there. And that's already docked there. Let's slow to a stop. And let's get rid of something. When I say stop, I mean a relative stop. We're still going really fast around Kerbal, but we are going very slow relative to our station. Okay, let's switch to the station and see what's here. So this, who is aboard? Nobody's aboard. Okay, let's undock it. And yep, I've got no control because there's nobody aboard, and that is fine. So let's rotate the station. And let's see. And can we aim here? Set as target? Yes. And we want to point this docking port towards our ship. Yeah, Shatner just went to space. Up and back, I may be slightly jealous. Yeah, he spent a few brief seconds technically in space. It was amazing. I am super jealous. So no, you're not alone. Did I not set that as a target? Set as target. There we go. So if I point this docking port directly towards that ship, it'll make the docking very easy. And also, for the second time in a month, a Russian ship docked to the space station, accidentally fired its thrusters, and did basically this, unplanned, to the International Space Station. Not great. Okay. Holy cow, this is so framey. It's not the stream, it's the game. Okay. Just about there. Yeah, my favorite bit was at the end where Shatner was trying to emotionally explain his experience to a reporter, and meanwhile in the background Jeff Bezos was just like, champagne, woo! Whoops. Oh, why do I have this open still? Close that. How much monopropellant? I have a lot. So yeah, let's turn on the RCS. That will help. I've got so many RCS thrusters on this with everything docked to it. Because this is a behemoth to maneuver. There we go. Alright. That'll do it. Now I can turn off the RCS. And let it stabilize. There we go. And if I switch, now I can select this. I think it's already in my docking, or my target. Fantastic. And let's, how much monopropellant? 190. I can refuel it if I need to. But I'd rather not have to. Let's change the camera reference to locked. Alright, and for now we will use the main engine to nudge us towards the station. 1 meter per second, that is good. We're rotating still. Yeah. It'll be good to have a pilot aboard for the actual mission here. Oh, nuts. You know what I didn't do? I did not send the correct repair parts up. I might have to send a cargo canister up here. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I need, or maybe I can just, maybe I can cannibalize some solar panels. Let's take a look at the Rover before we make any decisions like that. See, I forgot I need to do that. Okay, let's turn on the RCS now. we go. And correct our path here. All right, we want to go a little bit down. And hopefully this is the last docking of the stream. I've done so many dockings, I'm ready for something else. As I am sure, are you guys watching? Let's make sure we're controlling from the docking port too. Okay. Oh, this is unwieldy, I gotta say. Not meant for this maneuver. Fact. Yeah, we're not gonna... We need to slow way down. Don't appear to be slowing down enough. Jeez. Come on. We're gonna bump, aren't we? We're gonna have a little bump. Just a little bump. Just a little bump. Yeah, they will never let me pilot a ship to the International Space Station. That's a fact. Yeah, I underestimated even here the how underpowered these RCS thrusters are for this whole craft. Jeez, and now I'm in an uncontrolled rotation here. Okay. There we go. You'd do way better than I, says Druge. Maybe so. I mean, practice makes a difference. With the practice I've had, I should not be doing this poorly here. I mean, to be fair, Judy is not a pilot, so I'm not the character in the game, but the things that I'm able to do with the ship do change with who I have chosen for my crew. So, for example, if I had a trained pilot, I would be able to click some buttons to have some of these attitudes automatically maintained. Whereas for this, since she's not a pilot at all, she cannot maintain any attitude on her own. It is all up to me to fly the ship. Alright, now we need to orient the station again. Make sure we are... Let's aim the camera here. There we go. And control from here. And also aim the camera. There we go. Locked. And RCS on. Yeah, see, I have some other options here because I have pilots aboard. I could EVA one over there, but I want to refuel this thing too. That's half the reason I'm doing this. Okay, let's actually point right here. And then hold it steady. And now, if I hold this steady, this is... How do I, every stream, manage to find a harder way to dock? Every stream, I find a harder way to dock. Let's point right here. I'm piloting 2 craft at once, basically, here. That way, I can rotate this one. Okay. Alright, yeah, sorry I'm thinking hard again. It's that time of the stream again where I'm not talking because I'm thinking hard. Okay, we're making some progress here. I really do intend to go fix a rover in this stream, I really do. Part of the issue is that I don't have any RCS thrusters down here, so I have a really lopsided lever for this. Okay, let's do this again. Let's maybe use the station for the docking. As goofy as that sounds, I think that's our best option here. Dock the station to the ship instead of the ship to the station. Yep, that's how it's done. Okay. I think we've got this. This is intense. Oh, come on, where are you going? Where are you going? It's bending and flexing on me. Come on. You've got this. You've got this. So close, so close. Yeah, this is the traditional docking you shouldn't be doing part of the stream. There we go, we did it. Beautiful. Alright, all so that we can transfer a bit of fuel and a couple crew members. So we want... Let's find these tanks here. Let's turn off the RCS for now. There we go. And okay, so this and this are the fuel tanks that I would like to transfer fuel into. So here we go. In. And you'll see the camera shift a little bit as the center of gravity changes. Alright, and I'm gonna refuel myself as well with a drink of my beer. Next stop, the moon. Alright, we're almost fueled up here. Okay. So now we've got Judy Wallace aboard as a scientist, and so now we need... Who else is available? Natalia. She's not the one with the repair kit, though. Someone had a repair kit. Ah, yes. Okay, nobody actually has that, so I can add it to someone's inventory. So Marina Zyuganova, let's put her aboard. So let's move that repair kit to her inventory. And let's transfer crew. Marina, you are going to the moon. If it'll let me. Transfer crew. Select a part. Is there no connectivity to there? That might be the issue. Let's close that. We don't need that open. Or is the game just being Kerbal again? Alright. Let's see. She was aboard here. Transfer crew. Cancel. Okay, let's try that again. Transfer. Marina Zyuganova. If necessary, we will EVA her. Alright, let's just EVA her. Alright, Marina. Get out. Yeah, it might not be able to find a path between those two ships. So, let go. Turn on your lights. And your rocket jetpack. And let's get you on board the ship that will take you to the moon. At a beautiful 6 or 7 frames per second. I mean, they are beautiful frames. Look at that. That is a view. Another thing I say every stream. And will continue to say every stream. Alright. Just a little bit closer, and you can board this ship. Board. Alright, Marina is aboard. And now we just need a pilot. See if one of these guys, or one of these guys, let's see if Eric is available. Okay, transfer crew. Will it let me transfer Eric directly? No, it will not. Alright, so, Philip, you are our pilot. EVA. He was on the last moon mission, or the Minmus mission, rather. Let go. Lights on. And rocket pack on. Hey, Satan, welcome. We are about to go to the moon and see if we can repair a rover. Oh, right. I need to get Marina out and see if she can pick up some of these solar panels. Because I forgot to pack some extras. But I have more than what I need, so that should be fine. Alright, Philip, as soon as you are aboard, we will have Marina go and see if we can cannibalize parts from our own spacecraft here. Satan, I believe I still owe you some fancy shaders pictures of your Leaf Spleef arena. So that we can invite people to play. Alright. There you go. And grab. And board. Alright, so now... no, here. So here is Marina's inventory. Let's move this. Oops. All right, and let's. I don't think I need that for doing this. We'll find out. Let's pull her out again. Where's she hiding? There she is. All right, now this will be interesting. This is the first time I've ever done this. Lights on, rocket pack on. And let's go straight for this one here and see if I can pick it up. I've done things like this with the Kerbal inventory system mod a long time ago, but never with the base game. Okay, we need to get pretty close, and hopefully you don't need that toolkit. think she does. But how much room will she have in her inventory if she picks that up? I'm not sure how much. There we go. And back down. Down is a relative here. Now, how do I use this? That's the question. Because I know this is a part that I can place in an inventory. Do I just have to get closer? She is an engineer, right? Yep, she is an engineer. Cargo part. Okay. If I turn off my jetpack, no. Well, this is a little bit frustrating. I don't see anything I can do with this. EVA repair kit. Cargo part that can be placed inside inventories. And I know this is a part that can be placed inside inventories as well. Stacking capacity 4. Ooh, I can put 4 of those in there. Let's turn this back on. And let's get close again. Just how close can we get? All the way up. That's how close. Okay. But yeah, I'm not getting any other options in the contextual menus. Take an EVA report. Well, dang it. That's kind of annoying. I was certain that I would be able to take these off. Can he only put them on, maybe? That would be unfortunate, because that would mean I do need to send a cargo pod up here. And I really want to go fix that rover, dang it. And it needs solar panels. Alright, I'm double clicking on it, I'm right clicking on it, and nothing's happening here. What about that? No? Well, this is a little bit anticlimactic. Sorry about that. I will admit, I'm a little bit bummed about this. This is not working at all like the deployable science parts did. Okay, well, let's send a cargo pod up. And I guess we're doing another docking, dang it. Or here's what we could do. Let's go ahead and land at the rover and inspect it in person. And then what we can do, we won't be able to do it this stream, but what we can do is send an unmanned lander. And that can go and land right next to all these guys and have all the parts that they need. In the meantime, I might need to see if there's just something I'm overlooking about the user interface for the repairs, because it should be working the same way as the science one did, but it appears not to be. How much monopropellant do we have? Let's go RCS. Are these the ones on board? I think they are. Okay, so let's go in. There we go. It really does not want to click these buttons. There we go. All right. Well, well, not you guys. You guys are going to be the heroes anyway. Let's undock. Make sure we're controlling the right ship. It didn't undock, did it? I'm going to be frustrated if it's just a bug. It really could be just a bug. It might need a reload, but I don't want to reload. Yeah, the user interface is being really touchy right now, which sometimes happens if it's encountering some issues. All right, let's... And we just redocked. That's annoying. Come on. Undock. Let's pull away. Just like that. There we go. Perfect. Now we need to plan an encounter with the moon. So we can at least get a landing today, I hope. Type selection, celestial bodies, the moon. Alright, we're on a good inclination. So we need to burn right about here. Let's see if this gives us a good encounter. It sure does. Alright, let's do that burn. That's a 2-minute burn. That happens in 33 minutes from now. And we don't need to be super precise on this one. Just gotta come around for a new orbit. And yeah, with how framey this is getting, I'm wondering if maybe it's leaking memory somewhere. And if it's missing actions from the UI and not properly loading all the modules. There's all sorts of things that could be happening right now. Alright, let's point prograde, which I can do now that I've got a pilot aboard. Let's turn off the RCS. We don't need to be wasting that on this maneuver. Change it to stability assist and point towards the maneuver marker on the nav ball. That's the only thing that Philip has not learned yet. And we'll need to be taking him outside of the Kerbal system to teach him that. Alright. When the node is 1 minute away, we will burn at full thrust. And engine start. There we go. Yeah, because this is framier even than usual. I did install some Windows updates, so those could be an issue as well. Not Windows 11 yet. according to Microsoft, my processor is not officially supported for Windows 11, which is hilarious because it's not a lightweight one. Alright, let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Not a ton because the game is chugging along, but just a bit. Yeah, it could be actually kind of cool to send a cargo drop pod to the moon to repair this this poor little rover here. All we have to do is move it to its intended spot, so we could even just pick it up. We don't have the grabber, we don't have the claw, but still, that would be a funny way to do it. Yeah, I'm not even getting the ability to dismiss my maneuver node. Yeah, the game is choosing new ways to act up every stream. This is interesting. Okay, but that's a good maneuver. There we go. There we have it. Yeah, I'm calling it now. I think I was supposed to be able to pick up that solar panel, but I was got by a bug. Meanwhile, we have 4.5 kilometers per second of delta V to play with because we did that refueling. It's much more than we need. So let's go ahead and go to the moon. We can use that to really play with our approach and choose our landing spot specifically. There's the satellite we put into orbit at the end of last week's stream. Alright, let's get to our periapsis and get into a capture orbit. So we'll point retrograde. And yeah, we're a lot smoother now that we're farther away from those other ships. Alright, engine start. I've sped up the game a bit, and there is our capture. Right there. So, let's see. Can we see the rover from here? Yes. So here is unfinished the Moon Explorer. Let's set that as our target. And, you know, we're going to come down right on top of it, it looks like. Really close. So this is actually really nominal. Optimal, even. Yeah, it looks like right at this descending node is a good place to kill our velocity. And let's do target reference here. So we will be choosing our spot relative to that target. Alright, and engine start. Unfortunately, it looks like we're landing in the dark. Not ideal, and we could wait for it to be dusk or day, but we're just going to do this. Okay, and I think I need to burn a little bit to the south. Yep, and this is pivoting our orbit around here so that I can get right to that target. Alright, and we'll point retrograde, and let's go ahead and descend. There's our relay satellite doing its job there. You can see the green communication lines going around it. It's actually in a really good orbit for being a relay. Alright, now what we want to do is point radial out like this. Well, from the planet, up from the planet. And also south. There we go. That pushes us, our landing spot, a little bit closer to the rover. Not close enough, though. Let's go to surface, relative to surface. Okay. And we want to push our spot to the east. Just like that. Not bad. And yeah, it's still going to move because of orbit. So we'll do another correction here. Let's actually push it a little bit over the top of it. And then we'll have somewhere that we can bleed off all of our speed. And I'm watching this suicide burn countdown. I don't want to overshoot that. That would be a bad time. Alright, let's go ahead and bleed off our speed here. Point directly retrograde. Maybe a little bit higher pitch than retrograde. Yep, we're landing firmly on the night side of the planet, or of the moon. Alright, and our altitude is about 100 kilometers. We'll go into physics warp mode because that will properly calculate this rather than this goes way off when we're on rails. Just a little bit farther down and we will bleed off our speed again. This isn't the most efficient approach, but we have lots of fuel to play with. So we don't need to be particularly efficient, just effective. Adjusting the trajectory a bit too. There we go. And just like with a docking approach, we can push our retrograde marker towards the target to get closer to it. Well, in theory. Let's just push retrograde here. I'm really rusty at this too. Picking a landing spot. Landing I can do. Picking a landing spot is trickier. By a lot. Alright, and we're still using our transfer stage because we had so much fuel in it. Soon it will be time to ditch that and use the actual landing stage. In fact, let's do that now. Stage separated, and let's deploy our landing gear. Do we have landing lights? Yes, we do. Good. Awesome. Okay, good. I was hoping I had thought of that. Looks like I did. Okay. We're directly over the target. Let's switch to surface, and let's kill our velocity. Let's go back to auto camera mode. There we go. Landing engines ignited. And that will go down and make a nice impact. So if I were to deploy one of the deployable seismometers on the surface and then do something like this, I would be able to record that impact and gain some science data from it. That'll be something for the future for sure. Alright, yeah, we're going really slow now. And we are 12 kilometers above the terrain. We're not close enough to get the slope yet. That was our transfer stage impacting right there. Definite explosion, not one to worry about. And now we will push our retrograde marker towards the target. We want to land as close as possible because we don't want to have to get out and walk. We're 5.5 kilometers above the surface, and we have a slope reading now, and it's not super flat. It's not the worst. Looks like we're over some relatively rough terrain. Alright. Four kilometers away from the target. And yeah, this isn't very accurately or precisely calculating the suicide burn because it's going up. It really shouldn't be if it was accurate. But that's better than it going down. That's for sure. Yeah, we're landing on a 9-degree slope here. But in low gravity, that should be okay. We're 1.5 kilometers above the surface. Lights are on. Throttle down so that we can actually descend. I'm waiting to actually see the surface illuminated here. Yeah, we're coming down pretty close though. That's nice. improve it even more. Don't want to worry about that too much, though. Alright, I'm thinking real hard here. 5 meters per second is a good approach. Now we're 700 meters above the surface and a kilometer away from our target. I will take it. Getting a little wobbly, though. Come on, Philip, get your stuff together. You can do this. Okay. Yep, and we have plenty of fuel to spare for this landing. This is good, because we haven't actually tested this lander on the moon before, only on Minmus, where it's really easy to land because of the extremely low gravity. Alright, we're 250 meters up. Let's slow down again. 200 meters up. I'm being extra cautious because I can't actually see the ground. Oh, we're wobbling again. Okay, let's change to stability assist. There we go. Yeah, 125 meters according to radar altimetry. 100 meters. Yeah, it is dark here. I hope it's not too dark in the stream, because it is dark. 30 meters up. Let's slow down. There's the ground right there. Cool. All right. Beautiful. And just over a kilometer away. All right, come on. Stabilize, stabilize. You can do this. All right. Too bad I don't have a rover. That's coming in the near future. So let's go ahead and let's get Marina out to go take a look at this thing. And let's go ahead and climb down here and just see. Can I pick this up? No. Oh, that's annoying. That's so annoying. Oh, let's extend the ladder. Nice little animation here. There we go. So it looks like we're not repairing a rover, but we're at least getting to the rover. And let's let go. And running on the moon is a little bit tricky, so let's turn on the rocket pack. Whoa. And crash. Oh, take a little tumble there. There we go. It's not Minmus. Certainly not Minmus. Okay, in fact, the pack is not letting her quite fly reliably. So let's turn it off. We'll do jumps instead. Oh, graceful. This is her first moonwalk. These are her first steps on the moon. Let's turn up time here and have her do a shake. That's a little bit cursed. There we go. That's a little bit better. Running uphill in 1/6 gravity. At least I think this is 1/6. I'd have to look at the Kerbalpedia, what do they call it? Yeah, the KSpedia. Not gonna do that right now, though. Okay, good. She's sprinting now. That's good. All right, 850 meters. Sprinting at 3 times physics warp, that is not too bad, especially with how the game is suffering a little bit more than usual today. All right. Marina is definitely getting her exercise in. Well, between streams, what I'm going to do is prepare the cargo pod and maybe even get it into orbit around the moon so that we can immediately land it and start the repair. And I'll see if there's something I'm missing about the user interface for doing the engineer stuff, the EVA engineer stuff, or if maybe it was just a bug, because this is definitely not behaving like it should. I mean, we saw some other UI weirdnesses with the maneuver node and everything, so... But at least we didn't experience any ship exploding krakens. Nobody tried to divide by 0 in the pilot seat and die to infinity G's of force, which happened. So, I mean, that's something at least. Oh, let's turn on your lights. There we go. That's a lot nicer to look at. Still, this looks like fun, and I would totally do this in real life if given the opportunity. So next week, I actually have an orchestra performance at 3 p.m. my time, which is halfway through this stream. So next week I'm going to move the stream to Sunday. So to see the continuation of this, 2 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, which is UTC -6, is when I will be continuing this mission here. For now, we're just going to keep sprinting right towards this rover. Well, I have a text from my wife. Let me check what that is. Looks like it's, yep, it's picture of a picture of my kids enjoying waffle fries from Chick-fil-A. They have just started on solid food, and both of them have taken to French fries immediately. Especially good considering that my daughter is a very picky eater, it turns out. Malcolm will eat pretty much whatever you put in front of him, but Vivenna has refused most everything except pears and now French fries. So yeah, she gets to eat French fries. All right, here we go. We're 320 meters away. We are getting there. Seriously, this is changing my situation back and forth between in space low and landed as she takes strides with her loping gait. Drew says, that's what Leo and I had for lunch today. I love the chick sauce. That's what my wife gets. I get the sweet and spicy sriracha and my chicken strips in it. And my stepdaughter gets the barbecue sauce. You're getting there. You are first to sprint an entire kilometer on a celestial body other than Kerbal. We're going to have to put up a flag about that. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is our traditional Saturday lunch. Saturday is usually when I have a an orchestra rehearsal. One of mine, the one that is still not meeting due to coronavirus, is on Saturday mornings, and then the other is Thursday nights. So typically on the way home, I pick up Chick-fil-A and bring it home to everybody. But now, since that orchestra is not meeting and I'm doing the trombone quartet instead, I'm getting it on the way home from the trombone quartet. I can see the rover. I can see it. It's almost illuminated by our headlamp. All right, let's go back to regular time. Okay, this is what's really going on here. In fact, let's I can't do the screenshot while giving input to the keyboard, so I can't get her in midair. But yeah, here we go. Here's the rover. So here's an experiment we can do. She's got her EVA repair kit. Nothing on this is actually broken, I think. The wheels look fine. So can I remove parts, but not... Well, I mean, can I remove parts from this? That's the question. So let's see. I can change that. So what can you actually do? Like, that doesn't do anything. If it's broken, can you just repair it? Is that it? Yeah, I'm a little bit mystified about how we're supposed to do the EVA construction stuff. Yeah, just do a 360. There we go. Yeah, that is exactly why we put an extensible ladder on the lander, because we kept jumping over the entire lander in the extremely low gravity of Minmus. It's a little bit easier to do precise athletics on the moon. I say that as she as she derps around here. There's a screenshot. I mean, she seems happy enough. Maybe she's chattering in the cold, it kind of looks like. All right, well, let's put up a flag. We can at least do that. All right, I need to turn this back on. There we go. Plant a flag. And I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with the EVA construction, because the EVA science was really intuitive. The Jeep is broken. Marina sprinted an entire kilometer to get here and can't even change a tire. Marina, I don't think it's you. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's the game, but we're gonna find out. So, but that's unfortunately all we have time for. So, sorry this was a little bit anticlimactic. Let's see, if I aim the camera here, I can get another good screenshot. There we go. So yeah, we'll leave it there, and I'm gonna figure this out and send the cargo package to orbit around the moon, get ready to land it, and see what we can do with it. And let's see if there's someone online that we can raid. First, let's see if there's someone I know. If not, I'll see if I can find someone new. Let's see. Drew says, anticlimactic, you flew to a moon and sprinted a kilometer. That's pretty awesome if you ask me. Well, thank you very much for that. It is pretty awesome. I guess anticlimactic is relative to expectations, because my expectations were about halfway through the stream to be driving this rover, but pardon my derpy spelling. Yeah, no worries. But yeah, at least we were able to prove that we can get there. This was a successful test of the lander on the moon, which is a much more rigorous test environment than Minmus, having about 10 times the gravity. But let's see. So there are some friends doing games other than Minecraft. So let's. I'm gonna launch Twitch here and see if I can do a blind raid on someone playing, sorry, other than Minecraft, other than Kerbal Space Program. Alright, so following Kerbal Space Program. And let's see who is here. There's someone playing it in real time. BD Army Kerbal Naval Program. Ooh, that could be fun. And yes, it's in English. Oh, and there's me. Let's see. Ooh, 100 follower, 24-hour live stream. That's interesting. Okay, let's go with the Kerbal Naval Program. That looks like they're doing the most interesting stuff. So I'm going to raid Lego DLAK. I do not know this person, so that's a disclaimer. I don't know exactly what's going on. Actually, no, wait. Here's someone landing on Duna. Let's go to Code Plays Games, streaming in English, landing on Duna. Started 1 hour ago. Thank you everyone for hanging out. We didn't do everything we hoped for, but it was still a pretty good stream if you ask me. And I will be back on Wednesday for Minecraft, or next Sunday, remember Sunday, for more Kerbal Space Program, and hopefully actually repairing this thing. So let's go ahead and let's see, raid channel, and we are doing Code Plays Games. Yeah, or on the SMP. Might show up there very soon, actually. All right, raid is starting in 10 seconds. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.